Hello and welcome to the AAU TV Mid-Week News, coming to you live from the headquarters of the Association of African Universities. And in our top stories for today, in higher education, University of Cape Coast UCC launches national think tank to address Ghana's health SDGs. And Africa Innovation soars as GTEX Africa startup embrace AI. Historic Cairo hosts diverse cultural performances at Drama Festival. And in business, Africa loses billions annually in illegal gold outflow. Please stay with us for more news on the AAU TV Midweek News. We will be right back. My name is Jemima Deladem Dotsey. In higher education, in a landmark move for research collaboration, the African Research University Alliance (ARUA) and the Worldwide University Network (WUN) joined forces in a historic meeting in South Africa. The alliance, representing nearly 50 leading universities across 6 continents, aims to revolutionize research partnership by prioritizing equity and empowering African researchers.
The meeting, held for the first time at the Future Africa campus of the University of Pretoria on May 22, 2024, focused on establishing a new framework for collaborative research that tackles shared global challenges. The emphasis lies on joint research efforts that prioritize building research capacity within Africa, ensuring African research and institutions are not only valued partners but also leaders in shaping research agendas. The ARUA One Forum highlighted the interconnectedness of global challenges, emphasizing the need for collaboration across continents. Issues like climate change, with a distinct local impact across the globe, require interdisciplinary approaches that this partnership aims to foster. One's expertise in sustainable development align perfectly with ARUA's research priorities, as outlined in its 13 centers of excellence. These centers focus on crucial areas like climate change, food security, good governance, and public health. The commitment to equity extends beyond geographical representations. The agenda emphasizes dismantling historical imbalances where institutions from the global north often took the lead due to funding advantages. Professor Folasade Ogusola, Vice-Chancellor of the University of Lagos, stressed the importance of researchers from the global north engaging directly with African communities. This, she believes, will foster deeper understanding of local challenges and opportunities in African research. The Africa Charter for Transformative Research Collaborations was championed as a guiding framework for ensuring equitable and impactful partnerships. This charter, co-created by major African higher education bodies, emphasizes key principles like equity and mutual benefit, respect for diverse knowledge system, capacity building and ownership, open science data sharing, among others. Beyond establishing a framework for equitable partnerships, the meeting yielded concrete outcomes. Both networks committed to exploring collaborative research opportunities in areas for mutual interest like climate change, food systems, and public health, improving communication between member universities by sharing information on funding opportunities, research initiatives, and the best practice in research management, among others. The ARUA One gathering marks a significant step towards a more equitable and impactful global research landscape. By focusing on shared priorities, leveraging diverse experts, and building strong partnerships, this alliance is well positioned to make significant contributions to addressing global challenges in Africa and around the world. This renewed focus on collaboration promises not only to advance research, but also to empower African researchers and institutions, ensuring their knowledge and perspectives are valued and shaped for the future of global research.
Still on higher education, in a collaborative effort to support the implementation of the Sustainable Development Goals SDGs, the University of Cape Coast UCC organized the Health and Health-Related Sustainable Development Goals HHSDG Stakeholder Engagement and Think Tank Inauguration event. This initiative aims to bring together key stakeholders from various sectors to work towards achieving the HHSDGs, with a particular focus on the interlinkages between SDG 3 and other SDGs.
The University of Cape Coast UCC recently hosted the Health and Health-Related Sustainable Development Goals HHSDG Stakeholders Engagement and Think Tank Inauguration event in Ghana, with the aim to bring together stakeholders to provide evidence-based advocacy and drive efforts towards attaining the HHSDGs. During the event, participants discussed sustainable funding avenues, the roles and opportunities available to each stakeholder, and the challenges and opportunities for multi-sectoral collaboration. Dr. David Taidoku, Director of Research, Innovation and Consultancy at UCC and the project lead of the HHSDGs project, outlined their role in facilitating efforts to achieve the HHSDGs and detailed the next steps following the event.
The Directorate of Research, Innovation and Consultancy, University of Cape Coast, is hosting this project as the country lead. We are providing the technical direction and leading everything about this the think tank. Yes, so after this program, we're going to do more stakeholders engagement. Yeah, we have our think tank regular meetings that we liaise with the other stakeholders who are working on the health and health related SDG, so that we can be able to see the true picture, the variations in the data and all that we can see it, and that can contribute to our advocacy.
Speaking to Dr. Juan Manuel De Wes, Chief of Health and Nutrition at UNICEF and chairperson of the event, he emphasized the importance of collaborations in achieving the SDGs.
Collaboration is very important because you can, in the healthcare domain, you need to collaborate. From if you work in a health service, in a facility, you don't work alone, you work as a team. You need to collaborate across other sectors like education, protection against poverty, protection against violence, and so on. So I think collaboration is really absolutely key to avoid this culture of people working in silos.
Still on the HHSDGs event, according to Dr. Eric Nsiabuaten, the head of monitoring and evaluation at the Ministry of Health in Ghana, one of the key challenges the country faces is the limited access to health services and the inequitable distribution of health professionals, particularly in remote areas. He noted that the ministry is actively working to address these challenges. Dr. Nsiabuaten and some participants also expressed their expectation for the national think tank for the HHSDGs.
I can't recollect any specific think tank in that space in terms of the SDGs. Yeah, so we welcome this initiative. We believe, well, we hope that whatever vision that they have, they'll be able to achieve it. That is what we look forward to. And as I said in my last statement, that we have health sector dialogue structures, for example, the health sector working group meetings where they can also be part and let us know some of the activities they've done, tell us where we are with respect to some of these targets and what can we do together to improve on that.
People have certain perceptions about think tanks, that they just exist. I don't want this think tank to just be a think tank existing on paper. It should be an actionable think tank. So we have to see how they are going to help each and everyone in this country to see the need for health so that we can translate to all the others.
My expectation is that the think tank really push forward chairs the discussions between all the stakeholders. For example, we as UNICEF and the UN agencies, I mean, we already interact a lot with the government, but if a think tank like HHSDG can help us to interact with other stakeholders like CSOs, NGOs that we don't know, that will be very useful.
I'm hoping that by the end of this very project, people will come together and we will achieve inclusive. And when I'm talking of inclusive, I'm being biased on disability, positive bias on disability issues.
In our health story, scientists in Switzerland have developed a new way to make chocolate that is not only better for you but also more sustainable for the environment. The new recipe utilizes the entire cocoa fruit, including parts previously discarded, to create a chocolate bar with a higher fiber content, less saturated fat, and a reduced environmental footprint.
Researchers at Swiss Federal Institute of Technology in Switzerland have unveiled a delicious and sustainable solution for your sweet tooth. Their innovative recipe utilizes the entire cocoa fruits, not just the beans, to create a chocolate bar with a surprising double benefit for you and better for the planet. For generations, chocolate production has focused on cocoa beans and a bit of the pulp. But this new approach embraces the often discarded cocoa pod husk. The researchers discovered a way to transform the husk inner layer, endocup, into a sweet natural sugar substitute called cocoa jelly. This jelly, combined with some of the cocoa pulp, creates a unique and flavored chocolate experience. The benefits go beyond taste. This new recipe boasts a health advantage. By ditching processed sugar, the cocoa jelly naturally reduces saturated fat and increases fiber content. But the real win lies in sustainability. Utilizing the entire cocoa fruit significantly reduces land use needed for cocoa bean production, a major environmental concern in traditional chocolate. It also minimizes waste and creates a more efficient process, leading to a lighter carbon footprint. Cocoa farmers can also benefit by drying and processing the endocup. They gain a new income stream, boosting economic empowerment. However, scaling up production requires adjustments. Farmers will need drying facilities for the endocup powder, and food processing companies must be able to produce enough cocoa jelly to meet demand. Despite these challenges, the researchers are confident. They have copyrighted the recipe. This innovation paves the way for a future where indulging in chocolate doesn't come at the expense of our health or the environment.
Stick with us for Discovery News after the break.
Are you a university, college, high school, private organization, NGO, individual professor, instructor or facilitator seeking to take advantage of the numerous benefits of online education? Look no further. The AAU eLearn Africa LMS is a great opportunity to begin your journey to online course development and creation for teaching, learning and training purposes. AAU eLearn Africa LMS, which is a partnership between the Association of African Universities and eLearn Africa, has made available ease to use online learning tools to all stakeholders within the educational ecosystem of the African continent. This is to enhance teaching and learning in the bid to expand online learning opportunities for students in Africa. The online platform is open and available for free to all stakeholders and facilitates virtual access to classes without needing the other tools such as Zoom, Microsoft Teams, among others. For more information, visit www.elearnafricalms.com or contact us via aaulms@aau.org or estherm@elearnafrica.com. Follow us on LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook at AAU eLearn Africa LMS.
Welcome back from the break and to our discovery story. Africa's largest tech fair, GTEx Africa, concluded on Friday, showcasing a surge in Africa startups leveraging artificial intelligence, AI, to innovate across various sectors. The event, held in Marrakesh, Morocco, brought together over 1,500 exhibitors from 130 countries, with Moroccan architect startup Yola Fresh and Senegalese robotics startup Kiatu exemplifying the thread of African innovation in AI.
With over 1,500 innovators and startups from across the globe showcasing their latest creations, a clear trend emerged. African startups are harnessing the power of artificial intelligence (AI). Leading the charge are Moroccan architect startup Yola Fresh and Senegalese robotics startup K2. Yola Fresh uses AI to optimize Morocco's fresh produce industry, predicting consumer demand and streamlining supply chains. Meanwhile, K2 leverages AI to develop robots in Senegal that can be operated remotely by Senegalese technicians even across continents. This surge in AI adoption by African startups is seen as a game changer. Experts believe it has the potential to revolutionize resource management, boost economic growth across Africa, and open doors to exciting new market opportunities. The future of African innovation looks bright, and AI is at the heart of it.
Explore a whole new world of exciting visuals with AAU TV. Get ready for a mix of interesting talk shows, interviews, discovery documentaries, and news on AAU TV. It's not just about watching TV, it's about experiencing something special. AAU TV reaches over 25 countries in Africa, bringing you a blend of knowledge and fun. Learn about different cultures as you enjoy the shows. If you have events or want to showcase your business, we've got you covered. Watch AAU TV free-to-air channel on satellite. Connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, and X, formerly known as Twitter, at AAU TV. Reach out on call or WhatsApp us at +233 26 629 6601 or +233 20 399 5210. AAU TV, the voice of higher education in Africa.
For a job in higher education institution on the African continent, there is no need to go looking. The Africa Education Jobs Board will deliver available jobs to you via our platform. To start your search, visit our website. On our website, you will find variety of job postings classified by the sectors and professions they belong to. There are sections devoted to variety of career-related materials, as well as information on African countries. All information you require, based on the job description and requirements, are accessible on the site. If you are looking for a job in higher education on the continent, use our dedicated portal www.africa.edujobs.com. For job market updates, you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at AF Jobs Board.
Stay tuned for our sports and entertainment news.
My name is Philemon Edwards, and if you missed the news over the weekend, Real Madrid won their 15th Champions League title over the weekend, and on Monday, the long-awaited move of Kylian Mbappe to Real Madrid finally happened. Now to the story of today. FIFA has implemented new regulations to further protect the well-being of women footballers, particularly those who are mothers or considering starting a family. These changes, effective June 1st, 2021, extend parental rights within the sport, recognizing both adoptive and non-biological mothers.
Following discussions with key stakeholders and previous landmark reforms, FIFA listened to the concerns of women players.
The new regulation on the status and transfer of players, RSTP, addressed these concerns in several ways. Previously, maternity leave and related protections were primarily focused on biological mothers. The updated regulations extend these rights and protections to adoptive mothers as well as non-biological mothers. These ensures a more inclusive and supportive environment for all women footballers who chose to start family. Recognizing the unique biological needs of female athletes, the new regulations acknowledge the physical, psychological, and social impact of severe menstruation or pregnancy-related medical complications. This provides additional protection for players who may be unable to compete due to these factors. Also, member associations are now encouraged to take steps that facilitate contact between female players and their families during international duty. This acknowledges the importance of family support for a player's mental and emotional well-being, especially when competing away from home. According to FIFA's chief women's football officer, Sarah Behrman, the association is committed to empowering women in football. She iterated that these changes ensure women can pursue their football careers without sacrificing their desire to become mothers. These changes are applauded by players like Fatima Alushi, a 2007 FIFA Women's World Cup winner and a mother of 4. She showed appreciation to FIFA for taking action to protect pregnant women, saying this initiative will ensure they can have successful careers while also having families. The implementation of these new regulations mark a positive step towards greater gender equality within football. By prioritizing the well-being of women footballers and acknowledging the challenges they face, FIFA is paving the way for a future where motherhood and a successful football career are not mutually exclusive.
And she knows that she's got a split second and she uses that. Quite a lot of players panic in that position and think that they have to take the shot straight away, but she knew what.
And in entertainment, Cairo is hosting a vibrant global culture and music celebration as the 11th International Festival for Drums and Traditional Arts opened this week. The festival, set in historic Cairo, will run until the end of the week, featuring around 40 folkloric troupes worldwide. This year's festival includes a notable performance by a Palestinian troupe alongside groups from Japan, China, India, and more.
This year's festival includes a notable performance by a Palestinian troupe alongside groups from Japan, China, India and more. In addition, over 30 troops from various regions of Egypt are participating, much to the delight of their audience who cheered enthusiastically as familiar Egyptian songs filled the air. The festival began in 2009 and was founded with a vision of promoting peace through spiritual music. An attendee from France, Anouk Honoré, shared that the percussions effectively brought everyone together and conveyed a message of peace and unity, which was greatly appreciated. Founder and director Intisa Abdel Fattah explained the choice of drums, highlighting their historical use in warfare. He expressed his desire to shift their purpose towards art and peace, emphasizing their effort of humanly communicate with the world's culture to promote love, forgiveness and peace. This year's performances are set against some of Cairo's most iconic historical and cultural sites, providing a stunning backdrop for the celebration of global unity. Manal Kamal, an attendee, expressed her pride in Egypt for organizing this event, which allowed participants to enjoy their diverse culture from around the world.
And before we go, a big congratulations to Stoneboy for sweeping the Artist of the Year at the just ended TGMAs last Saturday. And that's all for sports and entertainment. My name is Philemon Edwards.
In our business news, a recent investigation reveals that smugglers extract billions of dollars worth of gold from Africa annually, with most of it ending up in the United Arab Emirates, UAE. The gold is refined and sold globally. SwissAid, a Swiss aid and development organization, released a report on Thursday, May 30th, shedding light on the illegal gold trade.
More than 435 metric tons of gold, worth over $300 billion were smuggled out of Africa in 2022 alone. Switzerland, Turkey, and the United Arab Emirates, UAE, were the main destination for these gold. The goal of SwissAid's report is to increase transparency in the African gold trade by pressuring industry participants to guarantee traceability of gold supplies and more responsible supply chains. One of the report's authors, Jan Schultz, emphasized the need for these measures, hoping they will improve the living and working conditions for local populations and artisanal miners across Africa. The report highlights a significant portion of gold produced in Africa, between 32% and 41% goes undeclared. In 2022, Ghana led Africa's gold production, followed by Mali and South Africa. Over the decade, from 2012 to 2022, approximately 2,569 metric tons of gold, worth around $115 billion were smuggled into the UAE. The gap between the UAE's gold imports and Africa's exports has widened, indicating an increase in gold smuggling over the past 10 years. This gap grew from 234 metric tons in 2020 to 405 metric tons in 2022. Switzerland also plays a significant role, importing around 21 metric tons of undeclared African gold in 2022. The actual figure could be higher if considering gold imported through third countries. Once verified, tracing gold as to final destination becomes nearly impossible. The United Nations Commodity Trade Statistic Database shows Switzerland as the main buyers of gold from the UAE. The report describes sourcing gold from the UAE as risky due to difficulties in verifying the origins of refined gold. An official from the UAE government's media office stated that countries have taken significant steps to addressing gold smuggling and the associated risks. The growing confidence of the international community in the UAE's gold markets reflects these efforts. The UAE remains committed to combating gold smuggling and ensuring high standard of transparency and accountability within the gold sector. The Swiss government also acknowledges the challenges in identifying gold origins and has introduced measures to prevent illegal flow. Fabienne Mainfish, spokesperson for Switzerland's State Secretariat for Economic Affairs, reiterated Switzerland's commitment to involving the traceability of commodity flows and the transparency of statistics. SwissAid's report calls on African states to formalize artisanal and small-scale mining and strengthening border controls. It also urges non-African states to disclose the origins and dispatch countries of imported gold and to collaborate with authorities to identify illicit gold flows.
The Sakina Forest, situated 45 kilometers north of Rabat near Kinetra, draws 5,000 to 10,000 visitors daily who relish afternoon barbecues in the shade. Despite its popularity, the 150-acre park faces substantial fire risk, particularly during the summer months.
Park Ranger Hamed Araba highlights the main concern, explaining that first-time visitors often dig holes and light fires to cook meals, posing a significant threat to the trees. In response to the National Agency for Water and Forestry, ANEF, is actively promoting fire safety among park visitors. Moroccan forests become extremely flammable during the summer due to rising temperatures, low humidity, and dry, hot winds, making a single moment of carelessness capable of sparking a devastating blaze. To combat this, firefighters,
Park rangers and the ANEF staff are engaging with visitors and distributing leaflets on preventing forest fires. The message appears to be resonating. Visitor Sahid Taro expressed his awareness of the dangers, noting that if he sees someone lighting a fire next to a tree in another forest, he will advise them against it to protect both the tree and themselves. He emphasized the importance of protecting the forest, describing it as our mother. Statistics from ANEF reveal that 466 fires were recorded in 2023, affecting 6,426 hectares, a significant reduction from 22,760 hectares burned in the previous year. Climate expert Mustafa Salah Ben Ramel, chairman of the Minarets Ecological Association for Climate and Development, points to the El Niño phenomenon as a contributing factor. He explains that the El Niño contributes to raising temperatures and reducing rainfall, making vegetation very dry and prone to ignition from even the smallest spark resulting from human activity. El Niño, a natural warming of parts of the Pacific Ocean, disrupts global weather patterns and may become more intense as the world warms. Despite these challenges, the ANEF has successfully reduced the area affected by wildfires in 2023 by 70% compared to the previous year, a testament to their ongoing efforts in promoting fire safety and awareness.
That is all for the news, and we'll take a quick recap of our top stories. In higher education, University of Cape Coast UCC launches national think tank to address Ghana's health SDGs. And Africa Innovation soars as Gtex Africa startups embrace AI. In entertainment, Historic Cairo hosts diverse cultural performances at Drum Festival. And in business, Africa loses billions annually in illegal gold outflow. Now, thank you for sticking with us on the AAU TV Mid-Week News, and you can get interactive with us on our various social media platforms, Association of African Universities, on Facebook and YouTube. My name is Jemima, Deladem Dotsey. Have a nice day.